Welcome back to Kingdom 80s. I was just going to do one session of this game, but then I realized I love it, so I'm not going to just do one session. I'm going to do multiple sessions. So in the last episode, we managed to defeat our first portal and weather the counterattack afterwards. And so now I've got to figure out a few things. One thing, I've got this DeLorean. I would love to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do with this DeLorean. And I have not really felt out how far I can go to the right now that we've killed that portal. I can grab a couple of people. That's cool. Where's the next portal, though? Oh, wow, we've got a lot of places to recruit people. Oh, we've got... What is this? It's a Ghostbusters goat trap. Goat trap? Yes. It's a Goatbusters goat trap that contains a bunch of gold. Of course it is. This game is just making every possible 80s reference it can come up with. So, I kind of want there to be something called Goatbusters now. Like, the Goat Simulator people. They should do an expansion to Goat Simulator 3 that's called Goatbusters. I don't know what's in it. That's up to them. They're the experts. I'm just an idea man. Okay, so I'm not going to try to upgrade any of my defenses right now, just because the sun is going down, and that's insane. I will add some tools so that my new recruits have stuff that they can grab. And then let's go see how much money we've collected over on the left side, because we've got enough. Oh, look at this. Look at this arcade. Look at the Toy Palace. We're doing great. And I'm betting these hunters have picked up something too. Now, one thing we should probably do, actually, especially because you can see... Okay, okay, that's a mechanic I haven't showed before. You see how my my coins at the upper right corner, they filled up the bag and they went over? When that happens, coins fall out of... I don't know why I just did that. I meant to do this. Coins fall out of the bag, and they fall out into the world, and they clatter along the ground, and then fall into the water a good percentage of the time. And so you can only carry so much gold, which means you need to spend that gold. And you know what I just realized? I just decided to upgrade that right before the attack. That was insane. That was an extremely stupid move. Luckily, that was a very light attack, so we're fine. That was insane. Do not ever upgrade your wall right before the enemy's attack. That's a very, very dumb thing to do. But, well, we survived, so let's head over to the other side, and let's advance our defenses a little bit. Let's pull them up a little bit closer on the right side. And then, mostly just because that's just going to keep extending our territory, keep extending our friendly area, and making it easier for us to sort of safely expand further to the right. One thing we're going to have to do eventually is chop down this tree, which I think, at least in past Kingdom games, chopping down a tree in this position means removing the recruit camp. So I'm doing it. I'm not sure it's a good idea at this stage, but I'm doing it mostly just to show you that that's how it happens. Then we'll be able to keep expanding, and so it looks like the left side has got a bunch of town stuff, but the right side is just wilderness. And so I'm not sure if the right side is actually that important. I haven't done a full exploration of everything that exists off to the right. And so it could be there's something really valuable down there, like the dog treats that I need to give to Einstein in the DeLorean. Okay, yes, keep expanding this. But it seems more likely that would be... I mean, it's a bone, right? So it could be like... It's like a milk bone and you get it from a store to the left. But maybe it's just a bone and you get it from a skeleton to the right. Who knows? Trying to anticipate just from clues in the art what kind of thing I'm looking for is actually... I don't know, it's one of the interesting challenges in this game. Notice... Oh, what is this? Okay, so the camp went away, but I can invest some money here. I'm not sure to build what. I guess we'll find out. And at the same time, we can chop down more trees. So one thing that was tough in earlier Kingdom games was you would lose those, like you would have to expand outward and you would lose those recruit sites and then you would get nothing from them. But, okay, it looks like there's a thing now that I've got. I feel like I've seen this house before. I probably should know at this point what that house does, but I don't. Okay, I made kind of a silly move here because I assigned them to chop down a lot of trees when I still needed them to finish this. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, somebody was working on it. I just couldn't tell. Okay, the sun's about to set. I think we've got time to finish these walls. I'm going to stay here just in case, because my bikers can fight any creatures that come in here that we need to be repelled by the walls. So, Coalition wonders if I am allowed to commit war crimes in this game. I don't think so. I don't think like creatures that specifically are here to destroy me and everyone that I love. I think it's okay to fight back against them, and I don't think there's anything particularly terrible we're doing to these creatures. As far as I know, they actually are just respawning after we kill them. Okay, so I'm going to do just a couple more of these. And, oh, let's do some recruiting now that the enemies have attacked. Recruit some dudes. I'm not sure what this is. It could be that this is something that will unlock later, or maybe it's just a reference to something that I'm not getting. I don't know. There's so many just random 80s references in this game. I kind of assume if I don't understand something, it might be an 80s reference that I didn't get. But while we're here, let's just build another laser. And now we'll start heading back the other direction. So this is now as well defended as we can possibly make it. Well, we could add defenses to the laser, but I don't think we need that for anything besides a full counterattack. Because those, when you add defenses to the laser and they get knocked down, you have to build them again. And so that's expensive to maintain. And if it's not necessary, then I don't want to bother. So, in response to my suggestion that there should be a Goat Busters, Malator says, I ain't afraid of no goats. Alright, so, we're going to have nighttime soon. And so then we're going to weather an attack. And then I think we should attack to the left. Because right now, we can't claim this left defenses right here. There's this cone that marks where our defenses can be. We can't claim this because there's too many trees around it and it's too close to the portal. And I can't chop down the trees because they're too close to the portal. So, okay. They're throwing too much money at me. Okay. So I guess we're here. Might as well just attack. Are we close enough to shoot the portal? Yeah, it looks like we are. Okay, we've done it. Let's murder the last guys here. Alright, so now let's back off because we're going to suffer a counterattack. We'll wait for the counterattack to happen. And yeah, I'm nervous about the money. Like, I am completely overfilling my stash right now. And so any money that I pick up is going to be bad. Except I don't want to leave because I think the team that I've got with me is going to be good for helping me repel this counterattack. So I'm going to stand still, avoid picking up a bunch of extra coins, and then what we're probably going to do is head back to the right, upgrade our central camp to take advantage of these coins. Or actually, one thing we could do is advance our defenses here once we're done fighting those off this attack. And then see if we've got the money to go and advance our central campsite. Bonjour, Joacini. Good to have you here. also Peroxicus. So Peroxicus is asking, what is this? And suggesting this might be Stranger Things, the game. It is basically meant to be very similar to that, yeah. So this is the next iteration in the Kingdom franchise, which is a really good series of games. I think of them as they're basically one-dimensional base builders, where you're sort of trying to build, your base, your defenses. Did this get fully destroyed? No, it just barely didn't get fully destroyed. Awesome. Okay, so now that we've defeated those enemies, we can advance forward. So yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're trying to build a base that reaches as far as we can towards the edge of the map, because there's stuff over towards the edge of the map that's really valuable to us. We're basically trying to save our town from this invasion of the greed, these pink slime monsters that just bubble up out of the ground and kidnap people and take their cash. And so we're trying to build out sort of the safe area here until we get to the point where we can actually do something that tangibly, affects the greed. But I call the game one-dimensional because basically you can only move left and right. There's no up and down that matters at all in this game. You just move left, move right, and there's only one interaction basically you have with the world, which is paying for things. So I think it was originally just kind of a joke about the fact that you were a king or a queen, that basically you didn't do anything yourself. All you did was pay other people to do things. So right here, this is me tossing money up into those little holes to assign people to build stuff. So I'm going to try to build out my defenses out this far. I think the sun recently came up, which means I've got a certain amount of time before the enemies are going to attack again tomorrow night. So I got to use that time to try to advance my defenses as much as I can. But I'm keeping my robot friend and my dumpster with me just in case we fall short. Like if it gets to be nighttime and I haven't built my wall yet, that could be really bad for my base. In the beginning of my first session, we saw the consequences of that, which was the enemy smashed through my defenses and I lost, and my crown got knocked off my head. But, what was I going to say? But as long as I have these mobile defenses with me, the dumpster and the robot, we're actually in pretty good shape. Because the dumpster is, I think it's not quite as powerful. Oh, here, look, we're being attacked. The dumpster's not quite as powerful as an actual wall, but it's powerful enough to keep us safe against normal attacks. Okay, so yeah, Peroxix wants to know, what are those little green things? Are they your entourage? Yes, basically. So the green things are effectively Cub Scouts. The game starts at a summer camp. I'm in the mall level right now. They're really trying to hit all of the locations that are sort of iconic 80s locations. So, but you start at a summer camp, and one of the very first things that you do is try to liberate the summer camp. And so you're like recruiting a bunch of little campers to be your workers while you are, as the older teenager, are actually in charge of a lot of the, the decision making. Okay, so I think this is the last investment I need to make here. Though I think I can do this, knock some trees out. Oh, let's relinquish the dumpster, because the dumpster following me around is a little bit inconvenient, because the dumpster itself has got a payment slot, and so it often gets in the way when I'm trying to do other things. Oh, one thing I can do, by the way, is also build up these backup defenses. Okay, so these defenses right here, these are as fancy as I can make them. I can't build anything tougher than this. And so if those defenses get defeated... Oh, yay, money! If those defenses get defeated, I'll want to have a backup plan. Oh, it looks like I can get a lot of money out of these guys, too. So that means I'm going to want to build up these defenses as well. So let me just do that real quick. Meanwhile, over on the right side of my community, people are collecting money. There's a bunch of stuff going on that I'm going to want to get over there and get to, but... Let's see here, can I knock down... Yes, I can knock down more trees. So as I knock down these trees, that sort of transitions this world into being this infected pink world into being more, restored human spaces. Where I can then claim things and extend my own defenses. So Dwarcini says the 80s aesthetic and the apocalyptic aspects looked surprisingly awesome. Kind of like Stranger Things or the Zombies map on Infinite Warfare. I don't remember the Zombies map on Infinite Warfare. I do vaguely remember them having done some like nostalgia type stuff. But I don't remember the details of that. But yeah, I do really like that. I like that. But this is what you're seeing is a combination of, you know, like that kind of like cool pixel art 80s bright colors type aesthetic. But it's also got just what Kingdom has always looked like, which is freaking gorgeous. Like, this game has always been beautiful. Just, I think one of the best decisions they made, you know, in making this sort of a one-dimensional game, one thing they need to do is sort of justify a little bit, well, why do they never attack from the foreground, you know? And so they always put water in the foreground, reflecting you and, you know, all of your friends as you're moving around back and forth. And I love that. I think it looks really good. Okay, it looks like it's nighttime again, so we're going to weather another attack. And then we've spent nearly all of our money building up our stuff. Okay, yeah, here we go. So our laser is shooting at these enemies on the left side. You'll notice, I think the enemies just pass right by the laser. This is analogous, I think, to the arrow towers in the original Kingdom. Okay, so yeah, let's invest some money in these. And then I think that's it. Okay, yeah, so let's head over to the right. I think that what's going to happen is these are eventually going to spew out a bunch of money. They just haven't yet. So I'm going to head over to the right. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. There's one more. This. Oh, if I don't have $3. Okay, here's some money. All right. Now I have $3. This is probably a money-making opportunity here. I invest $3 in this. Now, I think that kids will go to the movies in between jobs, and that will make me more money. So it looks like we've got all of our money-making stuff clustered over here on the left side, which is interesting. Better make sure I don't get invaded too much on that side. Okay, it looks like my new recruits have also picked up all of my tools, so I'm going to need to invest in more tools eventually, but right now I just don't have any money, so... Okay, you guys, yeah, before you go build anything and or make money over there, let's give me the money you've already got. That's very helpful. George says kids in between jobs. That's interesting. Yeah, so basically there's 3 jobs you can give the kids. You can make them knights. Those are the ones with the little trash can shields. Oh, what is this? Okay, let's invest 5 in this just to find out what happens. Yeah, I don't know what I just did. Those are knights, which means that they can actually repel attackers from close range, though eventually the attackers will overcome them. Then you've got the green guys, which have bows and arrows or slingshots or something. They've got, you know, ranged weapons, and so those are used to sort of defend your walls. And then you've got builders with the yellow hard hats. And the builders, their job is to just build stuff. But you'll notice that, like, I am constantly asking them to build things, but I'm not really using them all the time. And that's actually something that made them a little bit inefficient. Like, whenever I was, you know, deciding what tools to build and what to invest in earlier Kingdoms games, it always felt a little weird to invest in builders because you needed a certain number in order to, like, build up your defenses. But you didn't really need them that often. Unless they got killed, then you quickly needed to replace them. So building up like a backlog of extra builders always felt like a waste of money until it didn't. And it made it kind of a complicated, weird, kind of unsatisfying decision. But in this game, the builders, during their downtime, when they're not building anything for you, let me see if I have enough money for this. When they're not building anything for you, they're the ones who go and operate the money-making schemes, like the cinema. And, okay, here we go. We got some new stuff here to play with. And so that actually makes me more eager to get extra builders. I don't feel like I'm wasting my time adding hammers, which invites more guys to be builders. Because, look, over here, look what they're doing. Over here, they're making me a ton of money during their off time. So now, like, I just emptied out my money bag, and now my money bag is right back where it was. So, okay, so let's have a look at the new addition that upgrading the, Oh, crap, this is going to be a big attack. Let's look at the new addition that, upgrading that just gave to me. So you see these got these television screens next to the lasers. What that lets me do is change what the laser does. So you see, right now, if I'm standing next to the laser, it's hard to see because my friends are just gathered around, and there's so much money. I just want to see the screen. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's get through this battle, then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you'll notice, like, both of these lasers are able to shoot at the enemies from where they are. And we've also got the very different kind of laser that is shot by the robot that I've parked here. There's actually more options for defenses than that. We just unlocked a bunch of them by upgrading our camp. So if these guys start making too much progress against my walls... Oh, who's this guy? This guy looks familiar. I think I've seen him in the earlier Kingdom games. I don't think we faced him in this game yet, though. Oh, he looks really effective against my walls. He's attacking really hard and really frequently. Okay. Okay, we nailed him. Good. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So, this TV screen is changing. It's cycling back and forth between an arcing shot and a really powerful direct shot. So I can basically side grade this laser into multiple different kinds of lasers that do different things. The really powerful shot is great against the big enemies, but it's not as good against the smaller enemies because it doesn't fire as frequently. So I think overall it does more DPS, but because it fires infrequently, only at a single target, it's better for the big guys. Whereas the laser that I've already got is better for the little guys because it fires more often and one shot, takes the guy down. So, but one thing that I think is really interesting that this highlights is one of the... Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta start spending this crap. Actually, what I should... Let's start spending more money. Actually, okay, here's what we should do. We should upgrade our defenses again, just because we've got so much money right now. It's a waste to try to keep sitting on it. So let's advance up here. And let's just start building here. This might be a little late to start this process, but we also just had a major attack, so we're probably fine. But anyway, yeah, so let me grab the dumpster real fast and move it out of the way so that we can look a little more closely at this turret. Okay, stop. Stop, champ. Stop. There we go. Abandon the dumpster. Let's start upgrading this. Okay, so I'm gonna head over here. So anyway, the thing that I really like about the design of this game is they've decided there's only two things you can do. You can move and you can pay. Those are your only two options. But there's a lot of nuances in that not everyone would think about. For instance, if you can move, that implies that you can stop. And so they actually have a stopping mechanic in addition to a moving mechanic. Like, you can, hold the left trigger or tap the left trigger in the case of the hoverboard to run faster, to move faster. And that uses up an invisible stamina gauge in the background. You start getting winded. You see I start breathing out. But if I stop after doing that, my character drinks some Gatorade. And so, yeah, move is one action I have, but stopping is another action, and they key something off of stopping. Similarly, paying is an action that I have, but not paying is also an action. So right here, I can stand here and I can pay for the hard laser upgrade here, but I can also wait and not pay until I get the arcing laser. Oh, which reminds me, crap, we are running out of time. I need to upgrade this. I might have to use the dumpster if I'm doing too bad of a job of staying on top of this upgrade here. So usually what I try to do is I like to have one original laser to sort of take out the little guys. And then a little further back, I like to have one, like, power laser to go after the tough guys. You see my friend there, the Wiz, is going to be upgrading it. And then further back, I like to have the mortar style laser, which can fire further than the others, and it also does area effect damage. So I think you don't want it... I think I want this close one to be arcing, because I think that... I don't even know if it can fire at close range targets. So I've got all three lasers set up here. So because we had the big attack last night, we actually might not get attacked tonight. I think that was a thing in the original Kingdom. So yeah, it looks like the enemy is not attacking us tonight. So we get a little bit of a reprieve. So we'll put a bunch of money into this. Okay, finally, I'm starting to get a slightly less overfilled coin bag. Oh, hey, KiwiBird, thank you for subscribing. Sorry, I didn't notice it a while back when you did it, but I really appreciate it. And yes, good morning to you too. So I'm going to armor this up so there's a nice sort of backstop for whenever the wall in front of it goes down. So Peroxicus is asking why some coins are going into the river. So that is what happens when you overfill your coin bag. You see my coin bag in the upper right corner there? Every time I get a coin gets added to that bag. But if I overfill the bag, they actually seem to be using physics to try to fill it in and see when it overflows. But when it overflows, a coin falls out of my pocket. Sometimes a coin will just land on the ground, and that's fine. I can pick it up again, but a lot of the time what happens is the coin goes into the water. And so basically what it is it's encouraging me to actually spend my money instead of just hoarding my money endlessly. It encourages me to spend my money, because if I don't spend it, I'm just going to eventually pick up too much and lose it into the river. Broxicus says that's a clever mechanic. I agree. It is one of the things I like about this game. So I'm just kind of overspending money right now just because I don't want to have too much in my pockets. So now that we can upgrade the lasers, I think we should also upgrade the lasers on this side. Let's just figure out where the lasers we want to upgrade are. Okay, so we've got the laser that is right behind the wall. And so that one I think I'm going to make into my, straight laser. And then let's have this one stay the kind of laser it is. Oh, actually, before the sun goes down, let's go recruit more dudes. Come here, scouts. Come get your money. All right. Okay, so since the last portal we defeated was on the left, I think we should. I tend to like to go back and forth. So the next one we do should be on the right. So we should start advancing our defenses on the right side. Okay, so yeah, so now we've got the straight laser here, and then all the way back here, we've got some more lasers that we can turn into arcing lasers. So we can start bombarding the front. I don't know what the range is on these. I don't know if these can fire far enough to actually hit my front lines, but I'm going to try it anyway. And then, just for the heck of it, maybe I should actually claim this as a backup defense as well. But one thing I should do... So, guys are more likely to give you their money if you stop in front of them. So yeah, these guys, they've been hunting for a while, collecting a ton of money. Oh, it's even probably more than I can hold. Yep, you see, so money's starting to fall out of my pockets. So, okay, I've got enough money to upgrade my defenses. So tonight, we'll fight an enemy. Okay, yeah, so let's see what fighting the enemies is like right now. So now they've got multiple different kinds of lasers here. I'm assuming they're going to attack from the right? Yes, here we go. Okay, so that's the red laser, little default laser shooting at little guys. I assume, yes, okay, and so that's the big laser shooting at them, doing a lot more damage. So the guys with the masks who are armored, this one does a lot more damage to them, but its main value is it's good at stopping and attacking those big guys. So it looks like the bombardiers from far away are too out of range. So, okay, so I'm not getting the indirect fire from those distant ones. So, now, if the enemy overtakes my defenses, then those arcing attacks will absolutely be what I need. Okay, and I'm actually gonna... I'm going to go beyond this campsite. So again, losing access to recruits, but worth it to keep extending my range here. I guess I'll start that as well. And I'll start this as soon as as soon as these trees are gone, I'll be able to upgrade this. This is a spot where you can install a laser. And so what I'll probably do, now that I'm building my defenses out here, I'll turn this one into the power laser. I keep coming up with different names for the laser because I don't know what the names are. And I'll make this one the bombarding indirect laser. So now I think I've got all 3 types of lasers close enough to my front lines that we'll be able to see them all in action. We're going to keep chopping our trees down here. I'm surprised at how normal these trees are. Just because I got used to like chopping on a lot of purple trees. They're just covered in green gunk. So one thing... Oh, okay, I don't have enough money for that. One thing I'm really curious about is, like, what did I get out of this? I invested 5 coins in this, and I have no idea what for. This is the site where one of my campsites used to be, but I don't know what this does. Let's see, where is the sun? How close are we? I think it's almost night. So we'll collect a little bit of money from here. Yeah, so again, I can build another one of those houses here. But why? What are they for? I don't know. Okay, the sun is going down. And we've got our defenses all built, so let's get behind the wall. Which I'll build my backup defenses just a little bit more. Okay, so Mysterious Agent has showed up, and does seem to actually know something about the game. So welcome, Mysterious Agent. Sorry that I have not been... seeing some things you're saying. So Mysterious Agent suggests leaving a coin at the recruitment camps. I had not considered that, because there's so many games where, you know, everything that happens off screen just isn't real. My inclination was to assume that if I left a coin there, nothing would happen, or the coin would just disappear. But in this game, I think they actually do simulate. By the way, notice the bombarding area effect shots that are coming from off screen. In this game, they don't stop simulating the guys that are off screen. Everything is really happening across the entire game world. And so, yeah, you're right. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That I would be able to basically leave a coin in one of the recruit camps. And then the next time a kid spawns out here, they can pick up a coin. And they can just automatically be recruited without me having to manually come in and recruit them. So that is a clever little life hack there. Thank you, Mysterious Agent. So yeah, Mysterious Agent points out that the camps spawn 1 person per day. And I think that in the earlier Kingdom games, they could fill up to a maximum of 2 people before you needed to come and get them, and there wouldn't be any more. I think in Kingdom 80s, there's 3. I've seen 3 kids at the same spot before. So let's spend as much of my money as I can right now, because I'm about to go over to the left side and pick up a bunch of new. So, Mysterious Agent, do you know, and maybe I've missed it, maybe you've already said it, but do you know what the house is for? Let me just build that. But like, so when, in the wake of demolishing one of the camps, I was allowed to build this house. But I don't, and I can invest 5 money in it periodically, but I don't know what it does when I invest 5 money in it. Like, I didn't see what came out of it. Oh, you did say earlier? Okay, yeah, sorry that I missed that. Oh, okay, so Mysterious Agent says every 3 days a person spawns. Okay, so that's it. So it's another recruitment source. But instead of it being one where you have to go and manually recruit people every day, yeah, okay, because the campsites are more productive in that if you're maintaining them, then you can get a lot more out of them. But when you get past them, that doesn't completely cut off your ability to recruit people. It does feel like the Kingdom team really thought through like what a lot of the more frustrating aspects of the past Kingdom games were, and deliberately like went through and like came up with solutions to balance it better, to remove some of those areas where it was frustrating. Oh crap, so much coin. Okay, so after tonight, we should extend our range here, and go to try to claim some of these money-making places like the burger place. But yeah, so because I was noticing, for instance, I was talking about this a little bit earlier in the session, I was noticing the fact that they put the builders to work during their off hours, making money for you, which was an inefficiency in earlier Kingdom games. It makes a lot of sense now. This similarly making it so that I don't have to consciously decide all the time that I'm not going to like I would basically stop my progress in front of a campsite in earlier Kingdom games, because I'm like, if I get rid of this campsite, I am completely cutting off my access to people, and I can't afford to do that. And so it looks like here they're making sure that I'm not fully cutting it off. It seems like it gets more expensive and slower, but I'm not cutting it off. I still have access to people even if I extend that direction. That's cool. Oh, so Mysterious Agent says that actually it might be possible... Stop filling me with coins, you little butts! Stop it! Oh my gosh, I'm losing so much money. Leave me alone. What was I talking... I don't know. I'm getting so distracted by just the sheer amount of money piled up over here. That apparently... anyway, the thing that Mysterious Agent is suggesting is that I might not have to demolish the camps. Like, if the range of my territory where I can chop trees down extends far enough, I might be able to skip the camp and keep demolishing past the camp, but hold on to the camp within my territory. That's something I haven't thought of. So, by the way, notice normal attacks now include these big nasty guys. Early on, it was only the worst attacks. The counterattacks and, like, the sort of Red Moon attacks would have those big nasty guys, but now big nasty guys are just part of the regular menu. Okay, so now right after the attack, we come out here and extend our defenses as far as we can. And might as well knock out some trees while I'm here too. I don't fully understand the rules for, like, how far I can go with knocking trees down. Oh, look, over here. This is what I've been looking for. Oh, can I just claim it now? Yes! Okay, this is what we need to claim the DeLorean. So I think maybe that's where we're gonna... Let's make this the goal for our session. Let's successfully extend these defenses. By the way, notice that the dog bone that I just collected, it's totally in my coin purse. It's just sitting on top there. And I'm not sure if it's gonna fall down deeper into the purse as I spend money. Yeah, we gotta stay on top of these guys. And then also, let's upgrade, or like side grade, this guy to be... I don't know if he can fire far enough to actually be useful, if I make him that style of gun. But we'll see. Okay, yeah, so Mysterious Agent confirms, if I manage to keep one tree on each side of a camp, I can keep the camp inside my territory. I thought I had to destroy them, so that's really good to know. Oh, and he suggests I could also leave a forest somewhere in my encampment to keep deer spawning. So I always thought that I just had to take the trees in order. That, like, if I left a tree, I was not going to be able to progress much further beyond it. But apparently that is not the case. Okay, so we'll fill this one up. So we're going to stick around here long enough to make sure that these defenses are doing their job. Oh, also, one thing I should go back and do is, if I've got another... Yeah, this guy. This guy should be a bombardier. So Wiz will work on that. And, come on, finish the front... Yes, okay, so we finished the front lines. We're good. We could try to take it further, but I think it's too late in the day to do that safely. So we'll still continue clearing this as far as we can. If I can get to the point where I can build a laser here that can soften the enemy as they're approaching. Hey there, Yaza! thanks for showing up. So yeah, so I'm Mysterious Agent. I think you're new to my stream, so but like I'm seeing a lot of people for the first time because I just took a hiatus from streaming for about a couple of weeks. So I'm seeing a lot of my regulars for the first time in a while. So that's why I'm so excited to see each of you. Oh, here's the attack. Oh crap! Get my money! Oh no! Okay, let's get behind the lines. So I think my people pant when they haven't recharged their attack yet. I pant when I can't go fast anymore. Okay, yes, that was highly effective. Oh wait, who is this? There's somebody trapped in here. Ooh, let's find out who this is. Cutscene! Mom, do you know about the crown? Grandma used to tell me fairy tales. She told me that our family once battled an enemy that wanted to take everything away, referring to the Old Kingdom games. With the help of a powerful crown, a crown of creation, our family helped stop the enemy for good. That crown you have, it holds a power that no one has ever fully understood. It enabled our ancestors to build and protect the Great March of Progress. When your dad told me what happened at the mall, I thought of the crown immediately. If it had been moved, I feared the worst. It's putting the entire town and maybe this entire world in danger. Mom, I think I know how to stop this. Do you trust me? You made it this far, sweetheart. Of course I trust you. All right, yeah, so we've been trying to get to our parents to get help for this whole time, but now our character arc has determined that actually we held the answers all along. So I'm just gonna fortify that and then get out of here. Let's head over to the right. Now that we can claim the DeLorean. But the one thing that does bug me a little bit with this game is the fact that, oh, I've got a bunch of guys who don't have tools. It's the fact that none of the characters have names. I mean, I understand, you know, like, not necessarily wanting to name a character, wanting to say be iconic or whatever, but I mean, like, for instance, if you wanted people to, like, you know, cosplay as your characters, it helps to give them a cool name so you can say, oh, this is who I'm being this cool person. And just being named Leader and Wiz and Champ and Tinkerer and Mom and Dad, I don't know, it's not, it kind of takes me out of the story. Like, when I'm reading the dialogue, I look at that stuff and I'm just like, it makes me feel like the story is a little faker than I want it to be. Oh, wait. So Mysterious Agent says Blood Moon, the numbers were red. Oh, I had not been paying attention to the day numbers. So each time a new day starts, there's a number that appears on screen. I didn't realize that the color of that number means something. So you're saying that tonight is going to be a blood moon? Well, let's see if Einstein can help us with that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can make fiery tire tracks? So if I'm being chased by the enemy, I can set them on fire? By the way, one thing I didn't mention is the fact that you can swap vehicles in this game. You see all these bikes here? All these bikes have different advantages. And if I pay money for them, I can swap from one vehicle to another. So this hoverboard I've been using the whole time, that was something I unlocked in the previous episode. Not the previous episode, the previous level. And so its advantage was I could go faster with it, I think, with the others, but I had to keep tapping the button that makes you go fast. But this one, if I tap the button that makes me go fast, it leaves a fiery trail behind me. Oh, that's great. Oh, I only have 4 coins. That's fine. I'm betting we've got more coins than that. Right? Right. Yeah. Give me my money, kids. Give me my money. Okay, so let's invest here. And here. Just in case his blood moon goes worse than I hope. Holy crap, there's so much money. Wait, where are all the kids? Shouldn't you all be gathering at the wall? Oh! Oh, is the blood moon attack happening on the left side? Did all my archers go over there to defend the left side? That's probably what happened. All right, I'm head over there too. Oh, okay, so Mysterious Agent says if I had a dog, it would actually bark in the direction of the attack, so I could find it more easily. I think this is the first time I've had a blood moon attack just coincidentally in a different direction than where I was headed. Okay, so I think I need to pause to recharge my car. Okay. Okay, looks like we're shooting at some stuff. How's it going? Okay. Oh. Okay, they did get through a layer of my defenses. So hopefully my guys managed to mostly escape. Oh, these guys spawn more guys. Okay, he's down. We take this other guy down. Nice. Okay, so what kind of bad situation are we in here? Let's see. So I need to fill that back up. We need to so if they knock a wall all the way down, you have to manually repair it. You know what? Let's just upgrade all of our defenses since we're here. And then I think that will be the end of this particular episode. So yeah, so if your defenses are not completely taken down, your builders will replace them for free. But if they are taken all the way down, you have to invest 5, but a flat value of 5 to replace them. Mysterious Agent says that in 2 Crowns, those in Kingdom 2 Crowns, which is one of the Kingdom games, those breeder types, the ones that like sort of spew out smaller guys, apparently they could actually throw your catapult rocks back at you, which sounds terrifying. This time around, we've got lasers. You can't throw a laser back at somebody. Okay, I'm just going to stay here, try not to pick up these coins if I can help it, so I can spend them all on useful things instead of having them drop into the water. So, like, I'm standing still, like, all of the archers are just walking past me, and they're all just paying their taxes, basically, as they go by. So I didn't actually notice what color the day marker was today. But Mysterious Agent is saying that if the day marker is green, that means there's going to be no attack that night. So usually right after a blood moon, it's common for there not to be attack the next night. Okay, yeah, an agent confirms that, yeah, that it was green. Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry too much. Let's just... again, push this out as far as we can. Okay, looks like that's it. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the next portal over here, so we're going to have to do an attack pretty soon. But we'll save that, I think, for the next episode. Let's just get this all going as well as we can here. Mysterious Agent says Blood Moon seemed more common in this game. I wouldn't be surprised. It also seems like the difficulty of this game... I did start this series with one colossal failure at the very beginning, but overall I found the difficulty of 80s to be more reasonable. To be, it's more accessible to me than previous entries in the Kingdom series. Okay, let's wait till this one becomes bombarding type. There we go. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that's me getting a DeLorean. And that's me showing off, what the upgrading of the turrets looks like. So now, really, I think what remains is getting to the end of this level. So let's get back to the middle of the mall. I don't think... Yeah, there's no more central upgrades for me to make. So really, I just need to keep extending my defenses out as far as I can. And hopefully they'll get me to a point where it's time to fight some kind of final battle and beat this level. I don't know if the mall is the last level or if there's a... I mean, it feels like I'm getting very close to the end. It could be. I can imagine that maybe there's like an underground level or something after this, because that's where the final, where the catastrophe that kicked off this whole series of events happened. It happened underground. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there's one more level after this, but we might be fairly close to beating this level. Anyway, so let's wrap up this episode. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I break these streams up into specific YouTube episodes. And so YouTube people watching later on this will be the end, but I'll put another video right here, which is my next Kingdom video, which I'm going to make right now.